This is Rich Schneller, voice of Raccoon football. On September 6, 2019, we had an awesome evening dedicating a seat to you, Mr. Jolly, our number one fan since 1958. Enjoy the following video that was put together by Mike Krill. I had the honor of doing the voiceover. Sit back and enjoy, and the fans really loved honoring the seat to you. Thank you, Mr. Jolly. High school football fans, tonight the Oconomowoc High School community and our entire Raccoon football family would like to recognize and honor Mr. Alan Jolly, longtime Ixonia resident and passionate supporter of our Raccoon football team. Mr. Jolly was born in 1933 and grew up on a cotton farm in Gaffney, South Carolina. While serving in the Air Force, he was stationed in Milwaukee and met his late wife Frances while on a visit to Ixonia. After his service was complete, Mr. Jolly moved his family to Ixonia and in 1958 attended his first Oconomowoc High School football game held at Roosevelt Park. Since 1958, Mr. Jolly has only missed a handful of Raccoon football games, even traveling to our away games. His passion and love for high school football quickly became a family tradition and helped to create many special memories for both the Jolly and Brockway families over the decades. In the early 2000s, Mr. Jolly finally had the opportunity to see his grandson, Gregory Brockway, class of 2005, play for the team he supported loyally since 1958. Since then, 5 grandsons have played football for Oconomowoc High School. Mitchell Brockway, class of 2008, Ethan Brockway, class of 2010, Lucas Brockway, class of 2014, Adam Brockway, class of 2016, and current player Logan Brockway, class of 2020. Fans, Mr. Jolly has been sitting in the same seat with his plaid shirts since the 1970s. Tonight, the Oconomowoc High School community honors Mr. Jolly by dedicating his seat in the stands and painting it purple and gold as a thank you for his support of Raccoon football over the years. Please stand up and give Mr. Jolly a round of applause as we say thank you for your service to our country and support of our high school community. Thank you, Mr. Jolly. Oconomowoc football family, here it is, the seat especially reserved for Mr. Alan Jolly.
Attention fans, folks, family, and community. Please take a moment to listen to this amazing story from a conversation with Heather Brockway, the daughter of Alan Jolly. We are going to tell you the story of Alan Jolly and his years of dedication here at OHS and the amount of attending OHS football games that he has had since 1958.
This is the story of Alan Jolly. Alan was born in 1933 and grew up on a cotton farm in Gaffney, South Carolina. The town loved Friday night, high school football. Businesses would close early on Fridays because the entire community was at the football game. He grew up with that love for football, and it stayed with him his whole life. He came to Wisconsin when he joined the Air Force and was stationed in Milwaukee. He met his wife when visiting Ixonia, and they had a whirlwind romance, marrying 3 months after they met. After the war, he and his wife moved to Tacoma, Washington. Their first 2 children were born there, twin boys. They came back to Ixonia in 1958 and started attending OHS football games that fall at Roosevelt Park. Alan helped maintain the field at Roosevelt Park for many years, fertilizing, mowing, and painting the lines. None of Alan's children played football for OHS, but he still attended every game, even traveling to faraway games. His love for football and consistent attendance turned OHS football games into a family tradition where children and grandchildren would go with him. At home games, his seat is on the 50-yard line, about 4th row down on the north side. At away games, he tries to sit near the top center of the stands. He usually arrives at 6:15 p.m. Until this year, he'd only missed about 4 games since 1958. Heather's sons were the first family members to play football, and all 6 of them played on the team.
Their names and graduation years are Gregory 2005, Mitchell 2008, Ethan 2010, Lucas 2014, Adam 2016, and Logan will graduate in 2020. Heather has supported the Booster Club and been an active OHS athletic parent for many years. We asked if anyone had ever taken Alan's seat in all these years. Heather told us a story about her sons arriving early to a game and seeing a couple starting to sit in Alan's spot. Another couple was nearby and kindly told them they couldn't sit there because Alan always sits there with his family. Heather wasn't sure how he picked his spot. She recalls another man that was honored many years ago around the late 1970s for attending so many games. He was called Peter Neeson, and he sat in the row in front of Alan. He doesn't wear OHS clothes to the game. He prefers plaid shirts. Let's recognize Alan Jolly for all of his years of dedication to OHS and the football team.